Hey guys, welcome to See to Tell Stories. Tonight's story is going to be on how my best friend shit her pants. So, we went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show last, I want to say June, at the Garland Theater in Spokane. And after the show ended, we got into the car, and we had everybody with us. Okay, which is like 5 or 6 people. Her Buick was packed. And we're taking everybody home, and we're dropping the first 2 girls off, like heading to their house to drop them off. And she keeps saying, "Oh man, I have to go to the bathroom, I have to go to the bathroom." And I said, "Well, why didn't you go at the theater?" And she said, "Well, I didn't have to then, or I didn't want to." And she just kept saying, "Oh man, I have to go to the bathroom." And then we hit a pothole, and she was sitting there smoking a cigarette. And she just flicks the cigarette out the window and just sits like this, dead straight and silent. I didn't think much of it at the time. Probably should have. Anyway, so we dropped the first people off, and she kept saying, "Oh, what's that smell?" Everybody had their shoes off in the car. So, we all thought it was the feet. And we dropped our last friend / brother off at his house, and we start driving a little ways. And then she stops dead in the middle of the fucking street, almost bouncing my ass off the dashboard of her car. And she flips around to me and says, "If you tell anybody, I swear to God, I will kill you." And at this point, I'm horrified. I am just staring at her like, what? She looks at me, and there is an existential pain in her eyes. And she says, "I shit my pants." And I sat there for a moment of silence, letting this little fact wash over me. My 20-year-old best friend in the whole world just shit her pants. Now, I'm a CNA. I deal with, poop all the time. Just so much poop. So I just sat there. And then I snap. I start cackling. The wheezing was so loud. I sounded like somebody was stabbing a squeaky toy and the air was leaving. And I don't know why I started laughing, but I did. And I was just dying. And all my muscles started to, seize up, and I was slowly just dying. And she says, "Stop laughing," but she's laughing so hard we start going the wrong way on Division. We're heading away from our house because we live in the valley. So we finally get turned around, and we're hitting the freeway, and she looks at me and says, "I guess you could say I'm pooped." All I could screech at her in my awkward little wheezy cackle was, "Is now the time to be making jokes about this?" The whole ride home, she was making shit jokes. Just, "This has been a shitty day," and, etc. So we get to my house, and my parents are asleep. They knew we went to the Rocky Horror. We were 20, both of us at the same time, 20. So my parents didn't really give a shit where we went. I had total freedom as a kid. I'm just realizing that in my teenage years I could have been a little more wild instead of roaming the neighborhood, stealing all my neighbors' flowers. Start for another time. So she gets out of the car and just starts waddling to the door like a penguin. Okay. And she is wheezing so hard. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get out of the car for a good 5 minutes. I was cackling. And my sister keeps asking, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I try to choke out the words to tell her, she shit her pants. But I couldn't. She ended up just throwing her drawers away and going home commando. So that's it for this story. That was it's a short story, but you know the drill. All YouTubers do it. I'm not going to say it. So thank you so much